Hello guys and welcome back to Reading Club. So today I'm going to read you Daisy and the Trouble with Sports Day, Chapter 11 and Chapter 12. Chapter 11. The trouble with skateboards is they are even harder to get used to than eggs and spoons. Dylan said that when he first got on a skateboard, he used to fall off all the time. But once he taught himself sports physiology, he had totally worked out how to stay on. Then he said that if we let him teach us, Gabby would totally run faster than she'd ever run before, and my eggs would totally stay on my spoon. Which sounded really simple, but then it got a bit more complicated. The trouble with sports physiology is Gabby and me couldn't really understand how it worked at all, even after Dylan had explained it. According to Dylan, there are two things that athletes have to learn to do if they want to go to the next level. The first thing they have to do is focus. The second thing they have to do is clear their mind. Trouble is, when I focused, I couldn't clear my mind, and when I cleared my mind, I couldn't focus. And neither could Gabby. So Dylan showed us some really good skateboard moves to demonstrate how good going to the next level could be. The trouble with watching really good skateboard moves is they make you want to do really good skateboard moves as well, even if you're not very good on a skateboard. Dylan said that if we cleared our mind and focused at the same time, we would totally be able to be as good as him on a skateboard. So we decided to have a try. Well, Gabby did. I was going to have the second try, but when Gabby hit the lamppost, I didn't really get the chance. The trouble with hitting a lamppost on a skateboard is it really hurts because skateboards go really fast. The trouble with hitting a lamppost on a skateboard with a whistle in your mouth is it makes it lot worse. Especially if you nearly swallow the whistle. As soon as me and Dylan had seen Gabby going out of control, we tried to run and stop her, but everything happened so fast, there wasn't very much that we could do. Except help sit her up and pat her on the back really hard. When the whistle came out of Gabby's mouth, Dylan and me were really relieved because we thought she might have actually swallowed it. But I think Gabby was the one who was relieved the most. Once she had stopped choking, she told us that she felt okay, but that she would like to sit on the pavement for a little while longer just to get her breath back. So we sat down on the pavement with her. Well, I did. Dylan had to go and get a skateboard from the middle of the road. When he came back, he said that Gabby had probably focused on the lamppost by mistake instead of her skateboard skills, and that next time she should try it without the whistle. But Gabby said she was retiring from skateboarding and that from now on she would just be doing 60-meter sprinting instead. Except she wouldn't, because the next thing she tried to do was stand up. The trouble with trying to stand up is sometimes it can be really difficult, especially if you've crashed into a lamppost and broken your ankle. Chapter 12. The trouble with breaking your ankle is it really, really hurts, even if you haven't broken your ankle. I was so relieved when Gabby rang me from the hospital to tell me her ankle wasn't actually broken. She said a doctor had done loads of tests on it, and that because she couldn't still wriggle her foot, it meant it wasn't broken, but really badly sprained instead. When I told her that her voice sounded really badly sprained too, she said that was because she had nearly swallowed a whistle. Plus, she had some really bad news to tell me. When I asked her what her news was, she said it was so bad that it was probably going to sprain my ears when I heard it. And she was right. The next bit of news was so terrible, it sprained my ears, my lips, my teeth, and my eyebrows. In fact, it nearly made me drop the phone. You've guessed it, haven't you? Gabby had sprained her ankle so badly that the doctor had told her she wouldn't be able to run on sports day. Which meant now I would have to go for gold on my own, without anyone to train with or anyone to count my PBs or whistle at me or help me at all. Gabby said that once her dad had driven her back from the hospital, she still might be able to give me some more eggs, but because she was going to be on crutches for a while, I might have to call around to her house to get them. That's the trouble with crutches. They're not as easy to use as normal feet. When I asked Gabby if she was going to be able to go to school on Monday, she said she didn't think so. When I asked her if she would be able to go to school on sports day, she said she didn't know that either. In fact, she didn't even know if she would ever be able to walk again, or run, or skip, or dance, or hop, or even smile. Then the credit ran out on her dad's phone, which was a good job really, because she was actually making me quite miserable. The trouble with being quite miserable is it's better if you can be really miserable instead. That way your mom will feel sorry for you quicker. When my mom realized that I was really miserable, she sat down beside me on the sofa and put her arm around me. She even offered to buy me some more eggs. When I told her that Gabby and me had been training really, really hard together, and that she had crashed into a lamppost and wouldn't even be able to run in her race on Wednesday, and that she might not even be able to come to school and see me run in mine, Mom said that in that case, there was only one thing I could do. Stay positive, which was one thing. Carry on with my egg and spoon training, which was two things. Stay away from lamppost, which was three things. Try my hardest to win my race on sports day, which was four things. And if I did win my race on sports day, I would dedicate my win to Gabby, which was five things. When I asked my mom what dedicate meant, she said it meant telling Gabby that I would never have been able to win my race without all the help she had given me, which was true. Mom said that if I won my race and dedicated my win to Gabby, it would mean that both Gabby and me were winners, even though Gabby had been unable to do a race of her own, which was even better. So that's what we decided to do. I would try as hard as I could to win my race for me and for Gabby. And my mom would try as hard as she could to help me, which was even better than even better. Because if my mom was going to try and help me win as much as she could, at last I had a chance to show her my Go for Gold eating plan. So that's the end of this channel. I hope you enjoyed my raisings of it, and if you did, please click many likes and subscribe Reading Club. I'll come back later with a new and improved channel. Bye everybody!